I'm Dr. Baruch Sterman, one of the co-founders of Tekhelet, the organization that actually makes strings of Tekhelet from the snail, the Murex trunculus, which we believe to be the Gemara's Chilazon. Today we're standing at the opening of an exhibit in Jerusalem, in Yerushalayim, of the Bible Lands Museum, which is on the entire topic of Tekhelet and what it meant, especially to the ancient Jewish world here in Israel, but also to cultures outside. And one of the important things that you have to keep in mind is that Tekhelet was not only something that was specifically Jewish. You find Tekhelet mentioned a number of times in Tanakh, almost 40 times within Tanakh, not always in the context of Jewish halacha, but also you have Tekhelet from Iye Elisha, you have in Yechezkel, the people that are wearing Tekhelet. When Shlomo HaMelech wants to build the Beit HaMikdash and he wants to know, how am I going to make Tekhelet? He goes to Tyre, to Hiram, who is the king of Tyre. So it's very important to remember that Tekhelet was something in the entire Mediterranean world, all the way to Persia. Let's remember, in the Megillah, Mordechai in Persia, Yotzei Milifnei HaMelech, he comes out in his royal guard, B'levush Malchut Tekhelet. So, when we want to understand what Tekhelet was, we don't only have to look for specifically Jewish sources, but we can actually look all over this area and see what other people were using for Tekhelet. So this exhibit is extremely important, even from the standpoint of halacha, in trying to understand what Tekhelet was. The Tekhelet that came from these snails, of course, was very, very important. It's mitzvah in the Torah. Not only did the Kohen Gadol wear Tekhelet, not only was it something that was all over the Mishkan, but most importantly, there is a commandment to wear Tekhelet on the tzitzit. If you want to be mekayem, to fulfill the mitzvah of tzitzit in its completeness, you have to have Tekhelet. 1300 years ago, Tekhelet was lost to the Jewish people, and no one for all of that time was able to keep the mitzvah the way it was supposed to be kept. It was only a very, very short time ago, 1987, when Rav Eliyahu Tevger, author of the book Kalil Tekhelet, was the first to actually take snails, chilzonot, break them open, and make real Tekhelet, authentic Tekhelet strings. And that was the beginning of, let's say, the renaissance of this mitzvah. Since then, Rabbanim, scholars, rabbis, and lay people have started looking into this much, much, much more deeply. For the first time, literally in 1300 years, you have the Gemara in Menachot Perakat Tekhelet, which talks about the halachot of Tekhelet being learned in all of the yeshivot, in the most religious yeshivot. This is no longer a question which is academic. It's no longer a question which only is asked in the theoretical way. People are asking questions. How exactly am I supposed to tie Tekhelet? Do I tie like the Rambam? Or do I tie like the Ravid? Or do I tie with this method or that method? All of these things, the Gemara is coming to life once again, and these are really, really exciting times. At this point, I would say the consensus is that this is the authentic Chilazon from which Tekhelet was made. The question then, which is a halachic question, not a factual question, is, even if this is the real Chilazon, the real source of Tekhelet, are we required today to wear Tekhelet? And that is a question that Rabbanim, rabbis, are asking and debating. Many rabbis today do wear Tekhelet. Many rabbis don't wear Tekhelet. Many people who are Shomrei Torah mitzvot do, don't. This is something that we brought to Baltimore just a few years ago. We had a Yom Iyun. We had a day-long conference where we had Rabbanim who came and spoke about Tekhelet. Maybe some might be surprised to see some of the people who come down on the side of wearing Tekhelet, of having to wear Tekhelet, including Rav Ben Zion Halberstam, who's Rosh Kollel in Babov. So it's not really a question that divides people along the normal lines where they might be normally be divided. all people, Rabbanim, lay people from all the different camps. It's really something that's very, very exciting, and I think it's something that we're very, very privileged in our time to be part of.
Thank you.